How's it going, Brady? What would you say was the biggest key toward the offense just looking more explosive last week?
I think we did a lot of good things last week. Obviously, switched up some things in the playbook and enhanced what was good and eliminated the bad. That was a big piece, just getting rid of the bad stuff.
Yeah, Brady, kind of going off that, how much easier does that make it for not just you, but the entire offense when things are really simplified and you guys are just, like you said, eliminating the bad in the playbook?
I think it loosens us up and lets us play free. Staying ahead of the chains always helps too. So I think the coaches are doing a good job of getting us ready to play and letting us play free.
With the offensive line kind of struggling the way they have this year, you guys have been called on to help out with pass protection and blocking. How would you kind of evaluate how you guys were able to do that against Alabama compared to maybe some of the other games this season?
Yeah, I think at least at the tight end position, we're going to do whatever they ask us to do, and whether that's muddying up pass rushes or going out and catching passes, whatever it takes. So obviously, being able to get some of those shot plays in last week was helpful and something that we can build on.
Brady, I'm sure that Ole Miss runs a different defense than Alabama, and maybe even looked at it last week and said we have to switch some things up. So how conducive is it to take one great performance into the next game?
I think the biggest thing is just carrying that momentum, getting our offense with a little more confidence, and just taking, like I said earlier, enhancing the good and eliminating the bad, and just carrying over as much as we can.
When you say eliminate the bad, what does that look like? Is that the coaches going through the film and saying this isn't working, or is that you as the players coming up and saying, hey, we weren't feeling this? What does that look like?
I think a lot of it is, obviously getting rid of the obvious stuff like, pre-snap penalties and things like that. But at the end of the day, a lot of the stuff comes down to us executing and us realizing there's a point where the players have to make the plays. And so just kind of eliminating those bad plays to where when we throw on the tape, it's a bunch of good plays being made rather than plays that we want back.
Kind of a random question for you. On the field, off the field, can you tell Lenoris and Jaden are brothers? Do they kind of just act like teammates? What's the dynamic there from your perspective?
No, you can tell they're brothers. They mess around and they have a good time. But I think everybody on the team kind of gets along, and even people who aren't actually brothers kind of feel like brothers. So it's a good vibe.
What's it been like in the few weeks that it's been without Sean Elliott coaching you in the tight ends room?
Anytime you lose a coach or somebody moves out of your room, it's an adjustment. But I think it's been really good, and you've kind of seen that with the way that our play has improved. Love Ben, who stepped in and helped the tight end room, and I know the O-linemen are enjoying Coach Elliott, so it's been a good shift.
Did you try and hurdle someone on Saturday?
I did. I keep telling people you never know if you can clear them if you don't try. So I went ahead and tried, but the white man can't jump stereotype's still out there for now.
I was just going to ask what was going through your mind, but that explains it. Thank you.
All good. Appreciate it.